Good morning. I am in Athens, Greece, and today is my first full day. I'm going to the beach today, but over the next 3 days, I really want to talk about where I'm going, what I'm doing, and this place is such a historical city, and even the places around it. So I want to talk about the history there and the places that I'm going, and just take you with me.
This is the famous Freddo Cappuccino. I had at least 3 of these a day. It's basically a cold espresso-based drink made with chilled espresso and cold milk foam, and it originated in Greece.
The train system is pretty easy to figure out. Actually, it's all color-coded and Greek words, but their symbols are easy enough to recognize in English. So I didn't really have a problem with that. Both ways, total my cost was €2.30. It's fairly cheap to travel on the train. One thing that I'm doing specifically in the mornings is I don't need a huge meal every single day. So I literally just got yogurt for breakfast that I'll eat on the train.
When I'm traveling right now, I am trying to be as budget-friendly as possible. Obviously, there's things that are worth the money to spend more when it comes to safety, once-in-a-lifetime experiences, and even just being spontaneous sometimes. But overall, if I can choose the cheaper option, I will. So this day, I took around a 90-minute trek to Voulia beach town in Greece. I hope I said that right. The most popular beach of the Athenian Riviera, with, as you can see, crystal clear waters, homes and hotels on either side of the hill, and an adorable downtown with amazing food options.
I'm actually obsessed. This is perfect. It was $10 to get in here, €10, but there's actually Wi-Fi here, in the water. Incredible. Here's a bunch of hotels.
The beach was extremely pebbly. It did hurt my feet a little bit, but not even complaining. It was super busy because it was literally the perfect day. Everyone here was just so happy too. All the vacationers, the workers, didn't even have to create conversation first. It's just always a great day to have a great day here. By the way, this was my first Euro of the trip, and for the next 4 days, I literally had this for lunch and dinner. It's so nutritious. Each one was made differently too, so they all tasted a little bit different. Super cheap too. Anyways, while I take you on this sunset hike, I'm gonna give some facts about Athens that I learned. So first and foremost, this is wild. The city is more than 3,000 years old. It's crazy to wrap my head around it, because even before coming here, people would say that the city was run down, there was a ton of graffiti, which yes, there's lots of graffiti, and yes, there's older buildings. You have to sit back and realize that people were living, fighting, worshiping, and building here thousands of years before modern countries even existed. So it really is all about perspective. You can see the Acropolis sits on top of this hill. The word Acropolis literally means upper city. Akron means highest point, and polis means city. Next to the Acropolis is the Parthenon. Construction for that began in 447 BC. Insane. Athens was actually built during a super turbulent period where the Persians were invading Greece. The Greeks defeated them and created the political idea of democracy, which is what we are in America. Their democracy is a lot different from what we know ours to be today, but the root idea is the same. Also, I've never really been into knowing a lot about the Greek gods and the stories and the history behind that, but I did hear bits and pieces, and it's super interesting to learn each story, especially since there's so many books, movies, global popularity around these ideas. Moving on, my next destination was to Aegina. It's an island only about an hour ferry ride from Athens, and I only had a day to pick an island, but I wish I could go back and just hop around all of them. Anyway, this was a tiny triangular-shaped island. It is known for harvesting pistachios, among other things, but here everything is pistachio. Like most places in Greece, there are definitely a couple origin stories for the Greek gods, how it shapes the culture there. When I was deciding on a place to go outside of Athens, I literally was just searching random islands close enough and would look up photos of the beaches and the downtown. And this one looked perfect for a day trip, so I was like, okay, I'll just choose it. I know that everyone is different, but I really do love just being spontaneous with plans. The only thing I bought was my round trip ferry ticket. And I always like to save places to see while I'm at the location, but I never make a set itinerary just because I like to do what I want in my own timing. I started out by just strolling down these little streets. The way the sun was shining through everything was just gorgeous. Very Euro summer. And on every street corner, there was a pistachio store where the workers very generously gave samples of pretty much everything. A big part of me traveling is just kind of figuring things out as I go, because I never truly know what to expect before I get there. I spent a really long time walking down the main sidewalk, passing all kinds of restaurants, hotels, and different beach options, but there were a few parts of the island that I wanted to see before I settled down at a beach. So the first step was figuring out how to get around. I wanted to rent a bike, but it was way overpriced, and I looked up Ubers just to get me from little town to little town, and Uber does not exist on this island. So I just walked a really long way, but it was worth it for these views. I mean, come on. You can totally see the layers in the water of how deep it is. And I stumbled on this gravel road to access apparently one of the best beaches on the island. I threw all my stuff under a bush and kind of just camped out on these rocks and in the water for the next like hour and a half. Honestly, media and photos can be deceiving because while it's beautiful, the process 9 times out of 10 is not glamorous. But to me, that's all part of it. I've faced a lot of troubles when traveling, honestly. And again, it's all about perspective. It really does build my resilience and confidence that I can do hard things sometimes. Anyway, I made the most amazing friends here too. They were from all around the world. And my favorite thing is literally just sitting down, having the conversation between one or multiple people, just comparing how different and the same our lives are. Travel friends easily feel like best friends within the first like 5 minutes of meeting them. There's truly so much to learn from other people, and it's interesting to find out how they view us at home in America. I could have those conversations for hours, and I did. Streets at night were so lively. Lots of music and dancing. The only thing is I'm used to going bed super early. Here, it's basically not possible. I just have to push through sometimes, but I really do hit a wall because there is no way I can stay up till 4 a.m. I didn't, by the way. Anyway, the next part of my journey was visiting the Acropolis and the Parthenon. I choose to do very early in the morning to avoid all the large crowds. It's so cool to think that this place was literally a fortress and was a natural defense because it was sitting on a limestone hill. Both the Acropolis and the Parthenon were significant historically, textually, and religiously. Like the Parthenon was used as a Greek temple, a Christian church, and later a mosque. Christianity was spread throughout the whole Roman Empire, making the Parthenon a Christian church, but then the Ottomans took over and it became a mosque. Eventually, the Greeks took over again, became an independent state. Today, Orthodoxy is the prevailing religion in Greece, with other Christian denominations and Islam as the minority religions. Along with religion, like I think I said earlier, philosophy is huge here. It's literally known as the city of philosophers. Most of us have taken philosophy classes, and it's crazy because this is where these kinds of questions came from. Like, what is the meaning of life? What makes a good person? What is justice? These big names like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, they literally all came here to exchange ideas. So if you can see, the pillars that are shaped like women are called caryatids. It means maids of Caryae, and it was dedicated to the gods of Artemis. I really loved how with this structure, as well as the others, you could see the city from every angle. It's literally a 360-degree view. All of the rocks you can see in between were really slippery too. Everyone had to watch their steps. I saw some people almost fall. But anyway, I do think the morning was such a perfect time to go. The sun was glistening on all of the buildings. And aside from the audio guides, there was so much information on the plaques up there. Each structure underwent so much restoration over history. I did keep thinking this is like every archaeologist's dream. The amount of time and precision it takes is wild. It honestly reminded me of the Roman Forum in Italy, probably just because I went in March. But anyway, I took my time learning and soaking everything in up on the hill, and then I started my journey down and got so caught up in all the live street music the Acropolis area had to offer. I'm just gonna let it play out because, oh my gosh, it was amazing. I could sit and listen to it for hours.
Sì, ma guarda anche se...
Isn't it so beautiful? Anyways, I did spend a lot of time roaming around this neighborhood called Plaka, which every street offers a different view of the Acropolis, different local shops, restaurants, and I really just enjoyed taking my time here. Part of the Greek culture I've learned is taking things really slow, especially in the middle of the day, because it gets so hot. As you can see, I was sweating here. I had to change hostels. But their daily life here is very relaxed. I'm gonna let you listen to more music here in a second. But this was my last night. Me and my friends went up to hike this hill that offered incredible views of the sunset. And the music playing through the trees was almost haunting. I'll let you hear. Overall, I'm so glad I could have fit this trip in. My hostel mate very quickly became my travel buddy, and I started the long journey home, which I eventually did make it after a long trek. In conclusion, I want to go back ASAP. Thanks for watching and learning with me. Bye!